Alright, so I noticed something concerning yesterday. So yesterday I went to a youth event. It was fun. Good time. But I noticed that a lot of the people there had something I used to have. Well, I still have it technically, but it's far less worse than it used to be, which is gynecomastia, breast tissue. Literal breast tissue on men. And a lot of them, almost all of them had it. Breast tissue on men. Now again, I used to have it, still do, but it's been reduced a lot. This is evidence of what I've been saying for a while, and I'm on 10%. Alright. And there's something going on with our lifestyles. We're not supposed to live the way we're told to live. Because think about it. We're literally growing breasts like we're women. Think about that. A dude growing breasts. Now, you might be wondering, do I have gyno? Well, if you probably do. If you're asking the question, then you probably do. If you have a muscular flat chest, not flat as in like no muscle mass, flat as in it just goes right around the muscle, or I guess a completely flat chest would also be a sign of no gyno. What I'm talking about is when you look at, I'm gonna show some photos, but you can see the breast tissue. Now, some people have it really bad. Some people basically have tits, like real tits, like they could wear a bra type of tits. Not because they're fat, but because they actually have breast tissue. If they lost all of their, if they were like a little skinny boar, they would. Oh God. Oh, that's awful. Anyways, now some of you are just really fat, so you can't really tell if you have gyno. But if you're really fat, then you probably do have gyno. But the point is, there's something going on with our lifestyles, and there's multiple facets of this. These are things I'll go over more in other videos, but I'll give you guys a rundown. So one, actually I'll go the most important last. So one is exercise. A lot of you guys aren't exercising. A lot of you guys aren't doing push-ups. A lot of you guys aren't lifting any weights. A lot of you guys aren't getting out, getting the sun. That's very important. All of this stuff contributes to your gyno, because I'm not exactly sure what gyno is caused by actually, but I'm assuming it has something to do with your estrogen, testosterone, all this nerd stuff. All you need to know is you probably have low testosterone. That's probably why you have gyno, okay? Keep it simple. We don't care about all this nerd stuff. Well, you know, if you're certain, if this cuck hormone is at a certain level, then you'll get gyno. But if your cuck hormone is at a -1, then you won't have gyno. No one cares, bro. We keep it simple here. Now, testosterone, that's linked to what I just said, and that's also linked to what I think is the main cause of gyno, which is our lifestyles. Excuse me, our diets. Make me look real smart. Our diets. So, when I say diet, I don't just mean the food we consciously eat. I'm talking about what we drink, what's leached into our food. So I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown, okay? I have to think about it from a different frame, because all this stuff is like common sense to me, but some people don't know, okay? So here are the things that are causing your gyno, okay? Tap water. Turning the frogs gay. Yeah, call me crazy for saying that. They still call me crazy for saying that, but all these kids have gyno. Now, you may be saying, I don't drink tap water. Well, even if you drink filtered water, that can still be the same as tap water. Because what they do is you know your tap water, they call that filtered water. So what they do is just get tap water, put it in bottles, and they give it to you. Biggest scam. But anyways, if you're going to drink water, drink it from a filter in your own house, from one of those tank filters. We have one from APEC. Fill it in a glass bottle. My water's not here, but glass bottle. You've seen me drink it before. Glass bottles. Drink out of glass. Or drink spring water. Like, if you're in Florida, Zephyr Hills is really good. Now, One thing I have to say about plastic is plastic's another thing that causes. Oh, okay. Tap water causes it because of the chemicals left into it, such as, say, atrazine, which turns frogs gay. You can look that up. I'm not making that up. Atrazine. Google atrazine frogs. You'll see like studies from Berkeley. You'll see a video of frogs transing from being put in tanks of atrazine. That's in a concentration less than what's in our water, our drinking water, our tap water. I'm serious about that. You can look it up. You can fact check me on that. Now, onto plastics. So plastic, we know this already. Plastics are basically estrogenic, which means men and women. It's the reason why women go through puberty very early now. One of the reasons, at least. You need to stop heating up plastic or using plastic at all. Minimize your plastic use as much as possible, because these chemicals in it leach into the food we eat, especially when you heat it up. They leach into the food we eat, they leach into the drinks we drink, and they mess with our hormones. Again, you can look it up. Look up BPA hormones on Google. You'll see what I'm talking about. Now, don't think BPA free matters. Okay, I made a video on this. I unlisted it because it's a different format, and I've changed directions with my channel. But the point stands. BPA free doesn't mean anything, because what they do is everybody found out that BPA was terrible. So they're like, okay, well, it's BPA free now. I don't think this says anything because it's a hair thing, but BPA free. Woo! But what they did is, instead of BPA, they use BPS and BPF, or some other plastic of some sort, and they have the same exact side effects. So it doesn't matter. Stay away from plastic as much as possible. Especially when you heat it up. If you're going to use it, don't heat it up, please, for the love of God. Now, what else? Food. Okay. They have taken away, or trying to take away, the foods that are best for our testosterone, and by extension, help us with our gyno. They tell you shouldn't eat beef. You shouldn't eat meat, when that's one of the most nutritious foods on the planet. The whole meat thing's propaganda, okay? They just want all of the men with low testosterone. Eggs. Eggs have cholesterol, so eggs are bad. Cholesterol literally turns into testosterone. Everybody doesn't know anything, so they can get away with saying things that are so stupid. You know, that fat doctor that you go into, you say, if I went to a doctor right now, some fat dude in his 60s, he's like, and I told him, yeah, I eat 5 to 10 eggs a day. Oh, well, you know, that's really high. You're eating a lot of cholesterol. That's really bad for you. I'm like, you are a fat bastard. Why should I listen to you? There's this guy named Peter Hotez, and he ducked a debate with RFK Jr. Here's a picture of him. Okay, that's who he is. He ducked a debate about vaccines. Now that's his title. His title's right there. These are the people telling us what to do. Do you want to be like? Why would you listen to them? They don't know anything. Fat bastard. Telling me I can't eat eggs. I think you should go for a walk and lose some weight. And what are you telling me? Oh, well, I'm a doctor. I know everything. I don't need to. Yeah, but I'm not a fat bastard. So if doctors say you shouldn't eat something, it doesn't mean you should automatically eat it. Because then, you know, doctors obviously don't eat candy. It doesn't mean you should start eating candy. But don't appeal to their authority exclusively. Okay? That's fallacious. Now, there's the obvious stuff. Don't eat sugar. No. This point about sugar. Just because it's juice doesn't mean it's good for you. Stop drinking juice. Now, I know a lot of you are like, oh, my orange juice. I want my juice box. I want my juice box in the morning. I want my orange juice with my cereal. Stop, okay? If you want oranges, eat them. Eat the whole orange. Peel it and eat it. Don't drink the juice because I'm going to keep this as simple as possible. There's two types of sugar. There's natural occurring sugars, which is in, say, an orange, a whole orange. And then there's free sugar, which is one we want to avoid. We want to avoid free sugars as much as possible. Now, this orange turns from a natural sugar into a free sugar when you juice it because it loses all the fiber. And all you need to know is when a fruit, we're talking about fruit here specifically. Let's not get too technical. If you juice a fruit, it loses the fiber, so your body digests the sugar differently. It digests in a manner that's not advantageous to your health. Put it at that. Now, at the same time, it's not necessarily as bad as eating a spoonful of sugar, but it's very similar. Like a cup of orange juice probably has 16 to 24 grams of sugar, something like that. You get a little cup of orange juice in the morning, like a little kid in your little sippy cup. Orange juice, it's so good for me. No. Stop drinking juice, okay? Now, obviously, stop eating candy. Stop eating your cereal. Stop eating all this crap, all right? And now, if you're in a position where, well, that's all I have to eat, you have to ask yourself why you're so broke that you can't afford to buy your own food. And that's some good motivation to start making some money. I'm not saying get a job, but learn a skill. Start making some money on it. Alright, let's see. So I went over eggs, I went over meat, went over kids in their little juice boxes. Yeah, I just called you all kids. Get mad at me. Soda. Don't drink soda. I can't believe I have to say that, but I know a lot of you bastards drink soda. Stop drinking soda. What else? That's all I can think of for now. So, stay tuned into the channel. I'll make more videos about all the things we talked about. Exercise, testosterone, diet, you name it. But your starting guide to get rid of your gyno is the following. Sleep, because that's when your testosterone is created. Sleep, work out, get some muscle in your chest so it hides your gyno, okay? Stop eating crap. Eat food that we're meant to eat, like meat, eggs, stuff like that. That's it. Oh yeah, and get some sunlight in the morning. Five things. That's it. Give it a few months, and people won't look at you and think you have man tits. All right.